the reclamation of my roots. So over the summer, I had the transition from leaving the spiritual ideal and trying to transcend my humanity through higher dimensions of being and vibration and all of that stuff, and return to my ontology of being a human being. And the first thing that I faced in all of that was my father's death. And I had been estranged from him most of my life. And so I got to know him by reading a lot of the things that he wrote. And there was so much prayers that he had written about his kids, even though we were estranged, and got to know him that way. And I grieved. I grieved not only missing that relationship with him, but also the grieving of my part in the estrangement, and came to peace with that. And understanding, even with my mother, and turning and facing that of the friction that happens between with the son and the mother, and looking at it underneath, that they were both people, and they were both born into a structure of survival personalities and survival identities, and looking at the root of the father and looking at the root of the mother and what they gifted me to come into humanity. And there's a lot of power in that I can see. Is it allowed me to understand and look at, face the grief, face the problems, face the psychology, and look underneath the psychology in all three of us, my mother, my father, and myself, and trying to see past that and understanding the roots and understanding what fatherhood is beyond the individual identity, what motherhood is beyond the individual identity. And that made a big difference for me and really brought a lot of understanding about the importance of roots, the importance of structure, and the importance of not running away. Because that's what I did. I see our culture doing the same thing, just saying, mom, dad, not important. But I think there's a lot of richness to find from the reclamation of your roots.